Seattle, Washington, home to renowned franchises present and past, from the Seahawks to the Supersonics, but there is a cornerstone program in this city. It is the Huskies of UW. They've always had a place here, a place of excellence that these fans hope will continue today. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Badgers will kick it away to start. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Washington's offense will have the first possession of the game. And there's a man who believes he is always open. He carries that swag and that aura of a big-time playmaker, guys.
He's got to catch the football. If you're the quarterback coming into this one, you are looking for this guy early, and David, you're looking for him often.
And this offense better find ways to feature him. Find him, like you said, Jesse, early, often, deep, shallow. Get this man the football.
And this junior loves to show off that big arm. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He's going to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Off play action. Quarterback extends the play. At midfield, he's got room. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
They'll throw it on first down. Working the middle, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Moves away as he feels pressure. On the move at the 30. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
He makes a grab. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Washington comes to the line with a first and goal.
42 Slider. 4-2.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. As much a part of Wisconsin as cheese and brats feed that running back for first downs.
It's crazy, Reese. They don't find the most highly recruited guys, but they find tailbacks who are dudes. And Ron Dane to Jonathan Taylor to whoever it is, they always find a bell cow running back at the University of Wisconsin.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Scanning the field, it's fired. Trying to get to it. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
And now on second down for this offense. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football's a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
We always talk about the Wisconsin ground game, but the Badgers have had some efficient quarterbacks in recent years, too.
And just finding the guy that fits, right? They're a scheme fit, a system fit. Finding that guy that can be a complement to the run game. That's what you want with a great Wisconsin offense.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Wisconsin! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
The give to the back. Smashes through. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out through the 28.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. A Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great...
And he intercepts it. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45.
And defensive backs you think don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why he played defense?
He's got it up to 15. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Offense getting set for first down. Dropping back, it's fired. He's taking the shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. Wide open, he makes the catch.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
They'll give it to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Across the 25, he's got room. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Badgers are on the move.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Got his man quickly. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed, and if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Really nice looking pinpoint throw there. And when I think back to Husky QBs, you think about Warren Moon, you think about Mark Brunell, the Heward brothers. What about Jake Browning? All made really good decisions. This guy, he's got a lot of arm talent, but he's also very smart.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Fires left. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels, and you back...
He's loose. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. The RPO, fire complete to the left.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Quick completion on the out route. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Jones. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. It's a 1st and 10. Touch pass on the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And they take it in for 6 more points. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Robinson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Got his man in the middle. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He wants to throw it again. And they got him for the sack. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the 1st half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the 1st half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too, before this defense gets to going at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the 2nd half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
To the air. It's fired. He lets one fly deep. Brings it in down the left side. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. He wants to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Barry Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. Offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Headed to the end zone. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Man, you cannot coach this to quarterbacks. Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. As soon as he felt the lane, he was gone. No second guessing at all. That was picture perfect, and he uses his speed to just gash the defense.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To throw, it's fired. Still looking on the move. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Badger. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And we have to start our report with acknowledging the play of that quarterback. There's a reason why he's part of the Heisman conversation and why scouts at the next level are so excited about this young man. He's the leader of that offense. He has presence there in that pocket. He has a cannon for an arm.
What vision. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Pressure coming. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They'll leave it with him. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
The completion well past the sticks. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the marker. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Badgers have pushed it inside the 20. To the air, it's fired. Dances away from the heat. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the number one thing. Avoid disaster here. And the field goal unit is on the field. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. San Jose State has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Old Spartan Stadium. They're up by just one over Toledo. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Got his man in the middle. They get him down after he makes the catch.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And I just love having a decisive quarterback. Like, give him options, but he makes a decision, sticks his foot in the ground, says, I'm going to get the first down, and he gets it.
He leaves it with the back. Fights off a defender. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. It's first down from the 11. Right back to the well. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. A really short kick, but you've got to have that angle just right. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. They'll try it on the ground. The Badgers pick up the first down. Do you think that was a straight go, or they just sort of went with gut feel as to whether the defense was going to relax on that 4th and 1?
I don't know, but I know this. As a coach, I'm not giving a lot of freedom for gut will on the own side of the field if we're going to go for it.
He wants to go deep. And he reels it in inside the 30. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And the punishment has been extended. He is putting the Badgers on his back. Reminds me of games we called when Russell Wilson was at the helm.
Yeah, and I know Wisconsin fans get jacked up when they get great quarterback play. They don't get it very often. They don't get the explosive numbers with this offense. But this dude, he's putting on a show, and I guarantee you they are jumping around.
And the returner will be brought down. as they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll throw it on first down. He tries to take the top off. He's got it on the left. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Washington! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see. You got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Number 14, set to kick this one away.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball.
Open runway ahead. The 20. Touchdown, Badgers. And the route is on. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun on third down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And it's the defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity for the offense.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. And they've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. The defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on first down.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
Wide out in motion. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback undesigned plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And the beatdown has ensued. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. He'll come out throwing on first down. He finds his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Robinson.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Huskies getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down.
And that was almost a huge mistake by special teams. On the punt return, fumbling the football. They are so lucky that they jumped on that ball and that their offense is now going to take the field, because that could have been disastrous.
Line gets set, first down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing up against this offense.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Badgers have pushed it inside the 20. The run from the shotgun. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.